Alright guys, so we did have a shooting here over at 1176 4th Street. They are going to be taping it off here. The person was dropped off at Regions. They do have a white pickup truck here that dropped them off. And then the vehicle came back to the scene here. They did have, they said that the person dropped them off at Regions. They said that the person who dropped them off at Regions was the girlfriend, and she dropped them off in I believe, a black car. But then they also said that the white Dodge Ram pulled up with someone else and took the black car back this way. Or I'm not sure where they took it, but they said they took it away from the scene. Again, we are on 1156 4th Street. There was a shooting. The victim showed up at Regions. They do have it blocked off here in both directions. I mean, it's not too blocked, but they got K9 on scene. They did find shell casings back here in the back parking lot. From the information I got so far is that they were lighting off fireworks earlier today, and then the person who was lighting off the fireworks called the police, and then after they called the police, they ended up shooting the people who were lighting the fireworks. Not sure. That's all preliminary information from the police scanner. But again, they did block off this area here. They didn't have any calls that came in on this one. They did have a call in the West District for a house that was shot up just a few minutes beforehand. But again, it's not in this area. Honestly, I'm not sure if they died. That knowledge I do not have just yet. The girlfriend did bring the victim down to Regions. But again, they did use stop sticks to put underneath the white Dodge Ram that they found in the back here. I can't see a whole lot from this angle, guys. This did occur in this back parking lot here. But these lights from this cop car are pretty bright. I'm gonna clean the camera just a little bit here. But we do have officers here. I believe they are calling a 10-3 right now to enter the parking. Or they canceled the air for now to enter the apartment building here. They are looking for more shots fired, or more shell casings, I'm sorry. Again, this is a shooting. A victim showed up at Regions Hospital. He said it happened over in this area here. These lights are making it really hard to see anything back there, but they are putting up more tape as well. We do have more officers showing up here. They are shining their flashlight in all these units here. Not sure if they're trying to gain entry to the building. They do have multiple officers on scene here.
What do you need? Back.
We do have a couple officers going around to the back. We don't usually get too much information from these guys here. Most of the information I get is from the scanner. These cops are pretty tight-lipped around here, so. Right now they got 16. They found 16 casings so far here. Yeah, I lost my dad too, guys. It's really hard. I lost both my parents already. My mom died Christmas Eve, so you know how hard that can be. There was just a loud bang. I don't know if you guys could hear it. It was possible fireworks. I mean, in my opinion, it did not sound like a gunshot. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a part of life, guys. Wish it wasn't, but they did find an unsecured door on the southwest side of the building. They are giving them the air at the moment. Like I said, they did have what I heard on the scanner was a neighbor had called the police um, and complained about them lighting fireworks off. And then they said that same neighbor who called the police was the same one who shot the victim here. And again, this is all preliminary information. I will get the details, the facts tomorrow morning. But as of now, all the information I provide with you guys is preliminary. Again, this happened right off of Earl Street, 1156 4th Street. And they did find 16 shell casings in the back parking lot. Not sure what caliber casings yet, but a victim did show up to Regions. He was dropped off by his girlfriend. At first, they said he was dropped off in a white Dodge Ram, but then they said that he was dropped off in a black, more smaller vehicle, and the white Dodge Ram came to pick up the vehicle, his cousin. But we do have more officers showing up on scene here. They did put up the tape, so I cannot see much beyond this point here. You have any information on the victim yet?
Nothing I can give out.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, man. I am surprised that they didn't get any calls of shots fired here, but you know, they were lighting off fireworks, so people could have easily assumed that it was just fireworks here. Yeah, I can only imagine. You know, usually apartment buildings, it's a lot of folks, so
Yep, that's what I was about to do.
it's a lot of folks.
Yep.
They are going to be putting up more tape here. So they are going to try and restrict me as much as possible. They did find some blood in the common area of the second floor. So yeah, they are going to be putting up more tape, guys. The people that were involved are not trying to give them any more information here. They do not have any suspect information to go off of. Yeah, they don't even know who they're looking for, Ralphie. They don't have any information on the suspect, so like I said, they did try to put up more tape, so I am not allowed to get in here and more. Pretty much all I was able to get was what I was able to get. The Dodge Ram did arrive at Regions at 23:59 hours. Um, Honestly, I'm not sure why they put up more tape here if it's not part of the actual crime scene. I don't see any shell casings in this area, but they did block off the whole front entrance to this building. When squads arrived, there was a girl in a pink shirt taking items out of the white truck. Not sure what those items were. Again, they did block off this whole area here in the front, so I'm unable to get any closer to the scene. The second floor is where they found the blood. Huh. I'm sure it is private property. Sometimes I actually try to take the risk, but I don't think I'm going to right now. So they did have some blood behind the building leading to a path. Um, they are finishing the third floor of this apartment here, just doing a walkthrough. And then they are going to go check the path in the back where they found the blood. It's possible that there could be another victim. And I'm honestly not sure on the victim's condition at the moment. But we do have 3 more officers showing up here. Sorry, 4 more officers showing up here. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be like a block or 2 off Earl here. The person who dropped him off was a black male driver with a white tank top. You know, it's crazy to complain about the fireworks and then make more noise. They did get a call for fireworks on Gotzian. Like I said, there's not much more information I can provide you guys until it comes in. The building is secured. for all you guys that are just joining. We're off. We're at 1156 4th Street East. We're in the east side of St. Paul. There was a shooting. A male showed up at Regions. He was dropped off by his girlfriend. Um, what was said was that he was dropped off in a white Dodge Ram, but then apparently his girlfriend drove in a smaller black vehicle, and she just had someone, the cousin, come pick up the vehicle in the Dodge Ram, so they came to pick up the black vehicle. They did find blood in the back on a tree by the path back there. Also, blood in the second story, on the second story of this apartment building, in the common area. They did find 16 shell casings. Yeah, he's doing all right. Actually, he was pretty professional. I asked him if there was any information he could provide me on the victim, and he told me no, not at this time. Um, he haven't said anything not professionally to me. I mean, he's been pretty nice about it. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least 12 squads with one more coming. 13 squads. The vehicle did have a sunroof. He did say the incident happened over on off of 4th and Earl, over by Dairy Queen. So they did find more blood down the trail. So it's possible that there is another victim. Unfortunately, I cannot get back there. Yeah, I've always, ever since I was young, I used to go to that Dairy Queen. They did cancel the 10-3. Like I said, guys, there's not much more information I can get at this moment. I am listening to the scanner to hear any more information. And again, it is preliminary until I get the facts tomorrow from the PIO, Public Information Officer of St. Paul Police. If you guys got any tips for me or any ideas for videos, I really do appreciate it. You guys can email me at streetsofstpaul22@gmail.com. Again, that is streetsofstpaul22@gmail.com. I also do accept donations for gas and pretty much just anything of like the nature. I try to get a new tripod. I try to get a new phone mounts for my car so I can try to go live here soon. My Cash App is going to be Streets of St. Paul 1. I do try to keep it professional at all times. Sometimes the cops don't respect me. I choose not to respect them back. The golden rules, treat people how you want to be treated. I understand they have a job to do, but so do I. And, I'm trying to build our relationship here with the journalists and the police. They look at me as a threat, even though I try not to be a threat to them in any way. Again, the incident happened in this back parking lot here. They still do have a vehicle back there that is a white Dodge Ram that showed up back to the scene here. And a woman was taking items out of the vehicle when the police arrived. I'm really always scared, Ralphie, that when I show up on the scene with the tripod, that they don't mistake it for any kind of weapon, like a rifle or anything. Honestly, it does scare me. I'm not gonna lie. I do not have an update on the victim at Regions yet. I'll be asking these officers here shortly for that information. I did ask this one officer here. He could not provide me with an update. So, and I understand it did just happen. Usually, when people get shot, if it's serious, they have to undergo surgery. So they don't have much information until they actually can get that surgery going, or I mean, usually they can tell right away if the victim's gonna make it or not. Um, but like I said, I haven't heard anything. I appreciate it. And again, they did find blood in the second floor common area, as well as more blood in the back, on a tree in the back parking lot here. And they did find more blood on a trail in the back. So it's possible there could be another victim. And like I said, they don't have any calls for gunshots in the area because they were lighting off fireworks. Like Ralphie said, if you guys haven't hit that like button, I do appreciate it. If you would like the broadcast, definitely subscribe. If you live in St. Paul, want to know what's going on, I do my best to get out here as much as possible. I do work full time, so I try to get out here, get as much information to you guys as possible, as well as you guys can check out my community tab. Like I said, I do post daily articles. Um, Not all of it is about crime. They did bring someone down to headquarters for questioning. I got here around the same time as the tape was going up, so I wasn't able to actually get back in there and try to see what the deal is. Um, a lot of the times I try to show up on the scene either before the cops or right at the same time as the cops, so I can give you guys some real life action. Uh, Down at the Crosby farm shooting, I got there as the cops were getting there, and I mean it was a very chaotic scene. There was multiple shots fired down there. A couple people were hit. If I'm not mistaken, it was one was shot in the hand, and I believe one was shot in the butt. Yeah, it's a sad reality, man. It's been getting worse and worse out here. So, you guys just have to make sure you guys are watching your backs, and make sure you know the people around you. Like even sometimes, you can't trust the people around you. It's getting that bad out here, and you just have to really just be on your p's and q's. Oh man, good old Forrest Gump. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. I could watch it a million damn times and not be tired of it. You know, I was just turning it in for the night when this call came out. So I hopped out and got right back out here, and they are trying to encrypt as much information as possible by switching over to channel 6. So all the victim information and all the information on the truck, the white truck, um, they are not providing any information on that through channels 1, 2, or 3. So far, these cops been, you know, nonchalant, not really messing with me at all. So I've been keeping to myself. Um, that's one thing that I would really enjoy getting here soon. I've been working on saving up for it. You know, I've been trying to work a little bit of overtime so I can try and get a real scanner. The scanner app that I use is 2 minutes behind, and then the website on Broadcastify, for some reason, it literally shuts off on me in the middle of getting the information that I like, the really important information that I need. So I do not try to use that online one anymore. And it doesn't have all the channels, unfortunately. So I can't get all the information like I would like to. Um, so it's possible that this house either has a camera or they were a possible caller. Not sure. I mean, you know, before when someone got shot, when they put the tape up, usually means someone died. In this case, it's just, I think, just precautionary. Pretty much just either hold me back from the scene or pretty much just, I mean, he could have passed. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna make any assumptions here. Oh, we definitely know they got a lot more information going around, and it would be nice, you know, but to know what the whole story is here. Um, Unfortunately, I cannot provide that information here today, but I will get as many details as I can from the PIO tomorrow. They are going to be so so it does say that they found so it does say that they found one camera. Um, it did not see what happened, but it heard the shots. They also did find cleaning products in the back of the truck, as if someone was trying to clean up the victim's blood. Not sure if it was the people related to the victim or the suspect. There's quite a bit of blood, I'm sure, so I don't understand why you would try to clean it up. We got the good old Caprice Classic here. But they are looking for other cameras in the area to try and see if it caught anything. I mean, based off the information, I'm sure they had to come out of this parking lot here to bring the victim to Regions. I know you did say there was another area on the other side of the building, but I'm not sure if you can get out that way. Yeah, honestly, I don't know why you would destroy the evidence. I mean, if you're the victims, if you're part of the victim's entourage, I mean, it doesn't make sense to me why you would destroy the evidence. But I mean, obviously, there's something else going on here. But this guy, I believe, is looking for other cameras in the area. He is going door to door right now, checking to see if these people got cameras. Don't see one on this house here. Again, this incident did occur in the back parking lot. We do have people coming out of the apartment, um, going to their cars. So obviously, whatever crime scene they do have is contaminated at this point. But again, that officer there is looking for more cameras to see if they can provide any other additional information. This man right here is just patrolling this little area between the street and the apartment complex. I would like to set up the camera here, folks, but these lights are just extremely horrible on the camera. I've been trying to block them out a little bit without actually blocking the camera view. We do have officers in the back looking for more shell casings or any other information that could provide them with any details here. I do want to thank all you guys who are watching for still watching this live. I hope you guys got enough information here to understand what's going on over here on the east side tonight. It is Sunday, so doesn't matter with crime though. It happens all the time, every day. Doesn't matter what day of the week it is. I thought the same thing. That dumpster is extremely full. There's obviously quite a lot of people that live here. It doesn't appear that this guy found any more cameras. The house across the street does have a Ring doorbell, so I am unsure if they caught any of the things that happened here. I mean, it'd be smart to check out the trash to see if there was a gun placed in there, but I do not believe that they're gonna go digging in it. But I mean, it would be kind of smart to at least dig around in the front part. You guys don't understand how many people would actually throw a gun in the trash. It does appear that he's going to put some gloves on, so he could be getting ready to dumpster dive here. It does appear that he's gonna go dumpster dive, guys. That's what you call a smart officer. I knew this guy back in the day. He used to sell pot, and it's actually illegal unless you're on private property. Uh, yeah, I knew this guy used to sell pot back in the day. His house got raided one time. He threw the weed in the garbage can. They did not find it. Uh, cops tend to not look in the trash, so I mean it's a good place to hide something for sure. I don't know if they don't want to get their hands dirty or what, but I'm hoping the audio is good, guys, and the video quality. For some reason, my Wi-Fi automatically connects, so I'm really hoping that it hasn't tarnished this video too much. I am working on getting better quality video camera. This guy did find something here. Unsure if it's going to be related or if it's just a bag of trash. But he is going through it. Yeah, I'm sure this sign that's in the yard here, I'm sure it'll have more vacancies after this one. They had just as many officers on the shooting than they did when them kids were digging in the trash on Dale Street at Speedy's on Dale and Front. It's possible. I'm not sure what they were taking out of the vehicle, but I mean, it could have been drugs, it could have been guns, it could have been anything really. Obviously, it was something probably illegal. Either that or it could have been more cleaning products to try and clean up the scene here. I don't know why the officers didn't stop the person, but like I said, I was going to turn in for tonight because it was pretty slow. And this one came out, so I definitely decided to get over here. I was over in Frogtown though. I did not find out if that shoe was related or not, but based off the description that I was given originally, one of the males did have white shoes, so it is really highly possible that that was one of the victim or like the shoe of the guy who was being shot at. They didn't have a victim show up to Regents, so from what I know, they didn't have an actual shooting. I mean, as many officers that are here and as much tape that is up, it definitely could be a homicide. I am unsure at this moment, so I am not going to say that it has been because a lot of the times lately, they've been putting up more and more tape at these shooting scenes that are just shots fired. Um, it's possible, Verna. I do believe, from what I was told, that the person who was lighting the fireworks, the person who was lighting the fireworks, had got into it with a neighbor who didn't want him to light any more fireworks off, so they ended up calling the police, and then that same person shot the victim. And that's just preliminary information. So I'm not sure how accurate that is. That is just what came out on the scanner. But like I said, I don't like to just put out bogus information. So tomorrow I will be getting the facts from the PIO of St. Paul Police. Yeah, there's always something of that nature going on, where they miss evidence here. There's been in the North St. Paul shooting, they missed like 15 to 20 shell casings. It was pretty sad on the police work that they did out there at that time. I know it did start raining, but the case is, you have to be fast, and you have to make sure. Uh, you have to make sure you do as much as you can in that time, specifically with the metal detector. Uh, it was a grassy area, so you would think that you would get as much of the information as possible. And a lot of the shell casings were marked at the North St. Paul shooting. They just weren't picked up, but they were marked with cards from different sheriff's department, different Washington County cards, all types of different business cards from different agencies. I believe they are giving out information on the victim right now, but they did say that they're going to channel 6. So I will not be able to get that information at this second. Again, things like this don't usually occur on Sunday nights, but I noticed a lot of the times at these scenes, we have more than enough cops to the point where this is what they do. And, as a taxpayer, this is what our money gets us. They literally stand around, hands in their, well, I guess you got some information for them possibly, so I'm honestly not sure what's going to happen here, guys, but they all just dispersed in every direction, so it appears they're going to be taking off here. One officer just left. We got the second officer leaving, third officer leaving. So I mean, I'm glad they realized that our hard paying tax dollars, you know, didn't pay them to stand around this time. But we do have multiple officers leaving right now. I am unsure if they got another call. I do not believe so. So the front entrance appears to be guarded just by the guy that was guarding the area over on the other side in the parking lot. And there's one more officer there. That officer is also going to be leaving, it appears. And we have our lone soldier here. For having a crime scene in a building, I mean, I don't know how much of it that they actually contain, considering people came out and walked their dogs, people came out to have a cigarette. So, I mean, the yellow tape at this point is kind of invalid. I mean, in my opinion. I mean, you really just it doesn't make much sense to me, guys. But somehow it keeps me out, and I have to abide by it. If not, they get fussy, and I'm definitely not trying to get into it with the police at this moment today. I got into it with them a couple days ago. Their sergeant felt uncomfortable with me standing behind him recording. Pretty much after the whole situation was already over, he told me he was still dealing with an active scene with two 14-year-old, one 14-year-old and one like 9 or 10-year-old kid. But somehow I made him feel uncomfortable. Yeah, I mean, them fireworks they got here, they definitely, they got a call basically about the fireworks, but then they say that same guy shot the victim, which I'm not sure if that's facts, but I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose of you complaining about the fireworks, and they found 16 shell casings. So, really makes me wonder what what you're really thinking. Hey, how's it going? Oh, not too bad, man. You got any information on the victim at this point? Alrighty. Sounds good, man. In this case, I'm not sure if the victim was a minor. I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you until I get more information tomorrow. I know in the Dale Street case, though, they were kids. They were little kids dumpster diving, and the police were just treating them like straight up criminals. They went to go detain them in cuffs, so one of them started running. I know the victim's girlfriend is down at the hospital in this case with the victim. But as of this moment, we do have one cop outside here patrolling the lockdown area here. We still have about 8 cops on scene. The other cops didn't really take off in a hurry, but it did kind of seem like they were going to another call. I didn't get much information if they were. I didn't hear anything come out on the scanner. For all you guys who are still with me on this Sunday night, I do appreciate it. I know a lot of you guys probably work tomorrow morning. I guess it's Monday morning now. But I do appreciate you guys staying with me here on this live, especially because there's not much information coming out. For all you guys who did just join or haven't heard what happened here yet, we did have a gunshot wound victim show up to Regions Hospital. He did say it happened over by Dairy Queen on 4th and Earl. They ended up finding the scene over here at 1156 4th Street East. He was dropped off by his girlfriend. They did find a white Dodge Ram in the back, and that's one of the cars they say dropped the victim off. I do appreciate it, you guys. I do my best to stay safe out here. There was, on a shots fired on Hatch and Rice. There was some people that didn't really care to be recorded, so I did do my best to try and not record them. They started to put their hoods up and, didn't want to be identified, which I completely understand. Yeah, usually, sometimes I do make my rounds to the hospital. A lot of the times they usually put it on lockdown, so I'm not able to get much information out of them either. And when I try to record in the hospital, they do not like it. They tell me to have some damn respect and it's not allowed there. Usually it's the St. Paul cop inside the establishment that does not approve of it. We had another officer just take off from the scene. Should have a good night. I do appreciate it, Mark. I do appreciate it, Ralphie. We do have another officer looking in the trash here, so they are interested in it. I haven't seen anyone really digging it, besides one officer that did take a bag, but it didn't look like it was actually in the trash. It looked like it was on the side of the trash. But like I said, they are interested in this trash dumpster here. It is really full. We did just have these two people come from behind the building here on scooters. So I'm not sure if you're able to get up in there. It could be an alleyway possibly. Honestly not sure where it leads to, but it's an extremely dark alleyway that the two people just came out of. At this moment, I do not feel safe going in there. But yeah, this could be where you're telling me about that says private drive. Yeah, I don't feel safe going in there, so I'm not going to at this moment. I mean, from what the scanner says is that he was lighting off fireworks. You know, 15 years ago, I was shot in the chest with a bottle rocket, and I showed up at Regions on 4th of July. That same night, I was in there. Another kid joined me. He was shot in the neck by his neighbor for lighting off fireworks. And that neighbor was actually killed a few years ago. Um, but he definitely got karma. But basically, the kid I was in there with, we actually became good friends. We both survived our injuries. Um, but yeah, he was shot in the neck for lighting off fireworks. So it's very unfortunate, you know. Some people just don't understand, you know. I mean, it's a fun thing to do as long as you I know, huh? As long as you keep it safe. I mean, Roman candle wars, those are fun, you know. When I got shot in the chest with a bottle rocket, it was one of those illegal ones. It was supposed to go 100 feet in the air. Um, it ended up, I was standing 10 feet from it. So it broke my ribs. It left me with a couple good scars, 4 scars to be exact. But there was little I could do about the situation. I had to get emergency surgery. So I do want you guys to be safe this 4th of July. Just understand that, you know, they are dangerous. It's possible I have more people coming out of this alley here, so I'm actually going to step back away from it. Um, I can't see down it at all. It's completely dark, so. But we do have one officer here, one officer in the front of the building. I think this is going to be it, though, guys. I'm not getting much any more information. I do appreciate all your guys' support. Again, if you haven't hit that like button, please do. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Um, if you guys, like I said, if you guys have any tips or any ideas, you guys can always email me, streets of St. Paul 22@gmail.com. And if you guys want to donate, Cash App, Streets of St. Paul 1. I do appreciate it again, you guys. And don't forget to check out that community tab. You guys have a safe night. Hope you guys have a good week. I will be posting the information I get on the update on all the facts tomorrow. So make sure you guys check out my community tab for that information. But I do appreciate you guys' support. Stay safe, stay blessed. Have a good night.